All right, guys. So we have breaking news that broke yesterday. This is around the time the Marlins have finally won their first game of the year against St. Louis Cardinals. Um, so the breaking news, and this should piss off every Marlins fan out there. Um, so as reported, by Craig Mish, who noted it by Bob Nightingale from USA Today Baseball. He reports they can confirm that the Marlins, the club itself, the team itself, the front office, did indeed, and I'm quoting this from Craig Mish right now. The Miami Marlins have voided Skip Schumaker's 2025 club option for 2025. So I actually thought, because we won this and that, this is like, okay, yeah, you're done. You're not producing much. Well, first off, he produced a lot from last season. He brought us a winning season and got us into the postseason. But then, this is where I get really pissed off. Marlins voided Schumaker's 2025 club option in his contract this past winter. The freaking winter. You know what happens during the winter for baseball? The off season. Basically, I believe Sherman and Pendix were in on this. Right when Kim Yang decides to say no to the contract extension, as Sherman was going to hire somebody else on a higher ups than Kim Yang, she walked away. And I'm going to assume that Skip wanted to walk away as well. The fact that they announced this now, that this was past winter, that, and I don't mean to make it to I don't mean to make it about myself, but I'm pissed. This should piss off every Marlins fan out there. So now I'm gonna read this off MLBTradeRumors.com. The article written by Nick Deeds. So credit goes to Nick Deeds for this article. So, Miami Marlins manager Skip Schumaker set to become a free agent following the 2024 season, reports by Bob Nightingale of USA Today. Schumaker was hired by the club in October 2022, which we know that, to serve under then general manager Kim Yang, and agreed to a 2-year deal with the club option in 2025. But Nightingale reports that Miami agreed to void the option this past winter. Schumaker, 44, is a former big league outfielder and second baseman who played for that. And you already know the stats on that one. After a year working under Marmol in St. Louis, Schumaker quickly emerged as a finalist to replace outgoing manager Don Mattingly in Miami, and eventually reached a deal, which we already know that. And everything else I just told you, the winning season, going to the postseason, becoming the National League Manager of the Year. I just said that, right? Since then, however, and this is still reported by Nick Deeds. Since then, however, there's been plenty of unhavel in the Marlins organization. Yang parted ways with the organization after the ownership refused to offer her an extension and indicate they plan to reduce her role by installing the president of baseball operations above her. Her departure last fall reportedly upset Schumaker. The club subsequently hired former Rays general manager Peter Pendix to run the club's baseball operations department. The club went on to make minimal additions to its roster this winter, only adding shortstop Tim Anderson on the major league deal, slugger Jorge Soler departed for San Francisco via free agency, and the Marlins at least entertained the idea of trading Jesus Luzardo and other young starters this winter. While still early in the 2024 season, the returns of the club's in action this winter are nothing short of awful. The club has lost each of its first 9 games this season, which that happened. I recapped those. While suffering injuries to key pieces such as Yuri Perez and Braxton Garrett, both of whom opened the season on the injured list. Perez will miss the rest of the 2024 season due to Tommy John surgery and everything. And then one more thing, given the recent change of the club leadership and the team struggles, it's possible Penix hopes to choose his own manager following 2024 season, resulting in the teams being willing to forfeit their ability to I can't pronounce it. Unilaterally, I think that's how you pronounce it. Retain Schumaker. If Schumaker doesn't remain in Miami beyond the current season, Nightingale suggests he could join the Red Sox manager Alex Cora as one of the most attractive managerial candidates available to clubs this winter. Well, thank you, Nick Deeds, for putting out the article about his input, and thank you, Bob Nightingale from USA Today for announcing this. All credit goes to you. Here's my intake. The Marlins screwed up. Plain and simple. And it's stupid. The big mistake is hiring somebody like Peter Bendix, who I thought was a good hire at the time. I thought. But then having this, I really can't. I just can't with them. I'll leave it off with this. I'm still planning on skipping. Because I still don't see the progress. It's a rebuild with a bunch of great players that we have. And it's still going so wrong for the club. I don't know. You guys make a call with this one. I don't want Sherman to be our owner anymore. He's not going to make any efforts, and I don't think Penix is going to make much effort this season to the following. We can say, oh, the future. Well, it's been 30 years, 31 years now. And each and every time we have a good season, they go on a fire sale. And I won't be surprised they're going to do it again with Luzardo, Arise. Oh, and the worst of all, if they trade away Jazz, then that's it. That's a coup. That might be the coup de grace of the club. Trading away Jazz? I hope not. But if they do, that is an ultimate coup de grace of the fan base mistrust. They will not spend money for this club anymore. And now you're forced to make a decision whether to relocate, which I don't think they're going to do because the stadium, because usually with a stadium, the relocation, it has more to do with the stadium situation. But we already got the stadium by the Orange Ball. It's a matter of fan support, the business standpoint, and the leadership. Because if you're not a good leader, and you know you failed the fans, what's going to be your one option? You have to leave. Sell the team. Get out of here. Give it. Have somebody from Miami, a billionaire, buy the team who wants to see the Marlins succeed. That's all I'm going to say. That's really all I'm going to say. And that's my intake. I'm pissed off about this. Skip Schumaker is a great manager. He really is a good manager. It's just unfortunate that this had to come down to it. I don't know if he's even motivated to manage this team. I don't know. I think maybe it's 50-50. He wants to win. But why would he do it under Peter Bendix? It's not Skip's fault. It's Sherman's fault. It's all Sherman's fault. Always makes some stupid, boneheaded decisions. I think the club really loved Kim Yang. They really did. You were not willing to give her an extension. You're a cheap as fuck of an owner. You are a cheap fuck. All right. That's all I have to say. So that's it. That's your breaking news, folks. I feel bad for Skip. I know there's a reason why it came out yesterday. Privacy reasons, perhaps. But still, I feel bad for Skip. So that's gonna do it for this one, folks. If you have enjoyed this video and not the breaking news, hit the like button, subscribe to our content anyway, because Miami TVG is back. And when he does, he'll be right there with you for your team you deserve. It's Miami TVG sign out, folks. Good night, everybody.